What's up, my milk money millionaires? I'm Joshua here. Welcome to my channel. And I just had a quick update for you on two stocks that I made videos of the last 2 weeks. I made a video profiling Rocket Mortgage about a week ago, and there's some big updates with them, so I wanted to get this video out for you as well. And then also, while I'm at it, I made an LMT stock video 2 weeks ago, and I've seen some positive price action out of them as well. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. Not a big formal video, and again, I'm not a professional financial advisor. This is not financial advice, just edutainment, so invest at your own risk. So anyway, if you want to learn more about Rocket LMT, check those videos out on my channel. Like and subscribe to get more of my videos. But in the meantime, let's do a quick look at the news with Rocket Mortgage. So on Friday, they announced their earnings, and their earnings were fantastic. So they had 144% year-over-year increase in revenue to bring them up to $4.7 billion in revenue, fueled by a 111% rise in loan originations. So that's probably a big result of just the macro climate of the low rates increasing a lot of interest in mortgages. In that video that I made before, I mentioned that, and I did say that I expect that trend to continue because I was reading that they can't really keep up with loans currently, and a lot of people are waiting. And I think that as long as these rates stay low, we're going to have an increased interest in loan origination. Also, the fact that they're using their technology and their marketing, they're trying to gain market share. So even if the mortgage industry goes sideways from here on out because it had such a great year, the fact that Rocket Mortgage is aggressive with their marketing and using their app, I believe that they have a chance to still increase their sales just by gaining more of the customers. The other big news is they announced a $1.11 dividend, special dividend, which is a 5% yield as of Friday, because the stock has been pumping ever since. So it's probably down to a little bit lower now on a percentage basis. But the ex-dividend date, I believe, is the 5th. So I can't remember if you needed to have it on the 4th before the 5th, or if the 5th was the last day to buy that stock. So you might want to double check and verify that. But if you buy the stock in the next few days, you would be qualified for that dividend. Now, I noticed over the weekend a lot of people all of a sudden jumping on the Rocket bandwagon on Reddit. So that has kind of led to a little bit of a pump here. Let's look at the chart real quick. Some price action that we noticed. So on Friday, we noticed after the earnings, there was a big gap open. I had some calls and I had a bunch of puts that I wrote. I actually didn't own shares yet because I was selling puts, hoping to buy them for cheaper. And all my puts became super profitable right away, so I closed them all out. And then the stock started pulling back a little bit. So I thought about buying the shares just then, but then I thought, a lot of times after earnings, you get positive news and you get that one-day pump and then it pulls back. So I thought, I'll just wait a day or two and I'll start selling puts on it again, or maybe just go ahead and get ready to start buying these shares. And then I actually read the earnings over the weekend and saw that they had announced the $1.11 special dividend, and that news is probably helping fuel the stock forward this week. Also on Reddit, a lot of them are speculating this as a short squeeze because it does have a huge short interest. The AMC and the GME trades are back, and so there's a lot of interest in crushing shorts again. And there's a lot of speculation that Jay Farner and Dan Gilbert both personally want to hurt the shorts, and that was part of why they announced this dividend. Maybe, maybe not. However, them announcing this special dividend and getting a ton of interest in the stock all of a sudden, if we get a sharp move here, that could actually start initiating a little bit of a short squeeze. Maybe we'll get a spike. Now, this stock, if you look at the chart in the past, it does have this habit of going in this range, up and down, up and down. Now, it's not a super old stock, so, you can't expect these things to last forever. But it's pretty consistently had strong runs up and strong runs down. The last time it spiked like this, I believe this was the GME hype. It followed it and then corrected very quickly. So definitely be careful now that it's pumping up. Today, after hours, is actually at 25.60, so it's even pumped ever since then. So it's kind of scary to get in right now after it's pumped this much. It might do what it did here. But definitely keep a close eye on it. Now that they're interested in paying dividends, they are signaling that they are serious about their investors going forward. They also plan $1 billion in buybacks. So there's going to be a lot of support for this price. I'm going to continue being very aggressive on selling puts on this on any red days and hoping of picking up some more shares. I bought some shares early this morning just in case it started running away, and luckily it has. I kind of wanted it to cool down though, so I can kind of build the position. I thought I had a little bit of time with this range bound, but with the positive earnings and this hype about the short squeeze, this is going to be a popular stock going forward. It's finally getting a lot of attention on Reddit. So keep an eye out for Rocket. And lastly, also, I made my video about LMT 2 weeks ago, and it was currently kind of at the bottom of this downtrend here. And so what I want to point out is that it might have possibly be breaking this downtrend, or it did break this downtrend, and it didn't fully come back to retest all the way. So that's very bullish. In the short term, it's been moving sideways. We had a nice little spike here, but then the market sold off. So is this weakness in LMT, or is it just weakness from the market? So what I think it might be was that LMT decided to break out of this downtrend. The market took back down, but it's been holding very strongly this support level of the last few days. So far, if this support level of 333 seems to hold, right now it's at 333.40. So if it can stay strong at this level, maybe test it one or two more times, then I'd be pretty confident that we start building either a sideways consolidation or break up to 350, and breaking past 350 would be a very strong uptrend. So I'm going to keep a close eye on this. I did start buying shares over the last few weeks. I sold puts on it when it was at about 340. So we'll see what happens with that. But LMT is technically looking in the short term a little better. Maybe we can get, a giant consolidation kind of pattern here and end this downtrend, end this weakness. We did also get some news over the weekend that Joe Biden had bombed Syria, and I thought that would add a little bit of a spike to the stock. It didn't. I think it was just the overall market weakness. Joe Biden bombing Syria, that could be a sign of some future geopolitical events to come. The bombing in Syria was bombing supposedly Iran-backed militias as retaliation against Iran. So apparently Iran had attacked some U.S. troops in Iraq, and so that was Biden's way of retaliating. So knowing that's on the horizon, that more and more of that news, if there's any more back and forth, that could have been a one-time thing. Hey, they did something, we did something, we quelled it. But it's just a reminder that there is that opportunity in the future for Middle East tensions or Chinese tensions or something, and those could start getting more interest into LMT because they're the ones that make those planes and the missiles and things like that. So there will be an interest in defense stocks again if we start seeing more of those tensions. So just want to point those out. Hopefully you didn't miss the pump and rocket. It might keep pumping if the Reddit has their way. I did notice some YouTubers, the Dumb Money channel, they mentioned they're buying 1 million shares. So there's starting to be some pump in it. So maybe it's going to keep going. It's definitely more risky now that it's been pumping this week, but keep an eye on it. You might get, if you get another pullback in rocket, I'd feel pretty confident in holding it, especially now that they're open to possibly having dividends in the future with their first special dividend. And then LMT, if this price continues to stabilize, I'd be even more confident in entering a strongly undervalued company, in my opinion. If you want to learn more about the company and its valuation, then also you can check out the best value stock of 2021 LMT video from 2 weeks ago. Thanks so much for watching this quick update, and like and subscribe to see more videos and more in-depth research videos, crypto news, stock news, investing ideas in general. And until next time, keep on making your money, make more money, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.